Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today what I have for you guys today is basically a story time, if you want to say that. A recent story time that I was contemplating on making a video about, just because whoever this person is, I don't need them, thinking like they interfered in my life so much that I had to make a video about it. But you know what, I decided that if this was to happen to somebody else, I'd want to hear about it because it's just interesting. So I decided to record it. So I'm gonna be doing like a get ready with me / story time. If you guys haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off of camera because that just takes too long. So yeah, if you guys are interested on listening about this story, stay tuned and watch me do my makeup. So I already did my brows and I already prepped my face for this foundation. So anyways, my story time. So I believe it was, so this started all like probably like 6 days, like a week ago. And what was going on was, so I was out of town, and what happened was, I guess somebody was knocking on my door, right, like where I live. Basically one day, this was like probably last Monday. Yeah, this was last Monday when all this happened, or Tuesday. So me and my mom and my sister, we left out of town real quick because we just had to go make like a store run. And the store we went to wasn't in the town that I live in. So, that day my brother wasn't feeling well and he decided to stay home. And yes, he's old enough to be home by himself. So we get a call. We were already on our way back to where I live, and we get a call from my brother saying that somebody is knocking on the door. Keep in mind that the reason why he gave us the call was because he didn't recognize who the person was. He didn't open the door, but like where our kitchen is, we have a window and we could see like who's at the front door. And so we get a call from him saying that someone's knocking at the door and they're banging on the door and they keep on ringing the doorbell. So we were like, what the hell? Like, we didn't expect anybody coming to the house that day. And so yeah, like I said, we weren't home. So we were and we weren't expecting company. So we were just suspicious about who could it be. As we kind of just told my brother just to ignore it and to just, go to one of our rooms and whatever. And then as we were about to hang the phone up with him, we heard them knock for ourselves, like through the phone. At this point, we were still on the freeway. There was a little bit of traffic going back home. So my mom was kind of like, she got scared because my brother's home by himself. She decided to call the cops just so they can like go to our house to see like if anybody's outside. So they went, I guess they talked to my brother, and basically it was a pizza guy. And I guess he also was at my neighbor's house because my neighbor ended up calling my mom. But the pizza guy first went to my neighbor's house. She said that, oh, it wasn't her, that it might have been, the front house, which is my house. But that's who was knocking, was the pizza guy, right? And so the cops talked to the pizza guy, and the pizza guy said that it was directly to this address and that it was an order for Ruby. We're still on the freeway, but we were already like close to home. And we got home, we talked to my brother. We didn't think nothing much of it. We're just like, oh, somebody probably put the wrong address. And then fast forward it to Friday. It was Friday. And I still happened to be home. My boyfriend was home, and my brother was home. My mom and my sister had left, right? And at first when this happened, we were speculating like, oh, somebody's like watching our house, because how did this happen when, you know, we left? We hear the doorbell and then we hear a knock, right? This was on Friday. And my boyfriend was playing his game, so he didn't hear it. I heard it though, but I was on the way, you know, to go answer the front door. My brother, I already seen him in the kitchen, and he was like peeking through that window that I was telling you guys about. And I had asked him, you know, who was it? And he goes, it's some guy with a red bag. So I go and I call my boyfriend and I tell him, you know, to go outside and go see who it is. So he goes and there's no one at the front door. But as we walk outside, we see someone across the street walking, and it's this guy in a black shirt who has a red bag. After I tell my boyfriend that my brother had told me, you know, what the guy was like wearing or whatever, the reason why like this was so serious in the beginning on like why my mom even took it, you know, as far as calling the police, was because a couple of nights before that, it was around midnight, and we got a knock on our door, and when we went to go open it, nobody was there. So that's the reason why there was this, it was just this uneasy feeling in us when we were, you know, out of town and my brother was here by himself. And so that's the reason why my mom was just like, you know what, whatever, like I'm just gonna call the cops so they could go and just look at the house and see if anybody's around there or whatever, you know, like just don't risk it. But anyways, back to on Friday, my boyfriend seen the guy with the black shirt and the red bag, so he was gonna go and, you know, drive to the guy to like tell him, you know, oh, were you the one knocking, you know, just to go and see like, you know, what's up, like what's happening. As my boyfriend was walking towards the back of the house to his car, we seen a pizza guy. I went back inside the house, but my boyfriend stayed outside to talk to him. I guess the guy said that they have it for this address, it's a big order, and it was for Jesus. So my boyfriend talks to our neighbors in the back, and neither of them are named Jesus there. We don't have nobody named Jesus, right? So we were like, okay, like this is the second time this has happened this week, and it's just weird. It's just weird at this point. My sister called Pizza Hut because that's where the pizza was coming from. It was from Pizza Hut. And she speaks to the manager, and the manager is like, yeah, he doesn't know what's going on, that they're just getting these orders, and he already has tried to cancel these orders. As he was talking to my sister calls and asks him, you know, like what's going on, you know, what number is it coming through, what number is placing these orders, because they're not calling in and making these pizza orders. What this person, my stalker, is doing is they're placing these orders online. And as my sister was talking to this manager of Pizza Hut, he tells my sister that they had just placed an order 2 minutes ago under my name. And at this point, I was like, bro, like what the hell is going on? Everybody knows me as Liz. Some people call me Elizabeth, but everyone usually calls me Liz, like my family, my friends, they all call me Liz. And they use my full name, right? And I was like, what the hell? Like, first, I haven't even talked to anybody. In so long. You know, like just friendships fell off, and you know, everyone's just doing their own thing. And due to this quarantine, I haven't even been out anywhere. It was just weird to me. So that's the reason why I call him my stalker. Well, there's more to the story on why I call him my stalker, but that was just a taste of it. This was this same Friday, right? A couple of minutes after my boyfriend had talked to the pizza guy. And fast forward to an hour after the pizza guy situation again. I just post like on my Facebook, I post, you know, like this little Instagram post, like a follow for follow. One of my friends on Facebook, she tells me, she comments on my post, she goes, did you just follow me with a new account? And I'm like, what account? And then she sends me a screenshot of this account that has the exact bio as me, a picture of me on the profile, and the username is literally my name, right? And 408. Commented back to her and I said, girl, that's not me. And I told her to please report that account, you know, because it's not me. I go on my Instagram, right, to look up this page. I see it and I see that it follows me. So I was like, what the hell, you know, like it follows me. Like I didn't even get the notification that it follows me. So I scroll back like from all the way down to my notifications, and I see that this person had followed me, had posted 2 recent pictures that I posted on my Instagram of me, and I found out that this person spammed me with comments, and I got none of these notifications, right? So I was like, what the hell, like where did these notifications go that it didn't even notify me? At this point I was like, bro, we get 2 pizza deliveries, one for Ruby, one for Jesus, and then one didn't get the chance to get delivered to my house because my sister already had called Pizza Hut before they even made the pizza. They just told her that another pizza order came in for Elizabeth. I didn't take the time to message this account just yet because it honestly seemed like they just made the profile, or they just made the Instagram account, and they obviously know what they're doing. So I decided just to go on Instagram Live, and basically because they were following a good amount of people that I followed and people that followed me. So it was just so weird. And in the bio it almost had my exact address, but I already knew that they had my address, so I don't know why I don't know if they purposely messed up on my address to not give it fully, but they put my address, but they were 1 number off. So when I seen that, I was shook at this point. I was just like, what the hell? And also, one thing I forgot to mention was when I looked up this account, right, it had a little option to, right there on the Instagram profile, to call it. I called that person and they didn't answer. And this is how I knew that it was this person who was sending me pizza deliveries, because the manager at Pizza Hut provided my sister with the information of, you know, the number that they were using, which was a 951 number. When I pressed on the call button on Instagram, on this person's profile, it was a 951 number. I don't know nobody with a 951 number, honey. This person did answer the phone twice, but once they heard my voice, they didn't say anything. They just hung up. But before the Instagram account got taken down, I did end up messaging this person who is weirdly obsessed with me. I messaged them and I said, you have my address, so pull up. You feel me? Like, you have my address, pull up on me, honey, because I'm ready. I had an idea. I mean, I still have an idea of who it could have been, you know, but I'm not gonna say any name. And I just don't know. Like, I don't know, because I haven't talked to this person in maybe over a year, so I don't know what kind of funk they would have with me, you know. But they were on that weird friendship shit where, like, they kind of have this jealousy for you, but they're still trying to act like they're your best friend. Down the highlight though, girl. Anyways, so, you know, I didn't know. I kind of still don't know who it is, but the Instagram account has been taken down. I have not gotten any pizza deliveries to my house. I'll update you guys if there is any, you know, other weird shit happening. But the fact that whoever this is, you know, knows my address and my name is really fucking weird. It's a really weird situation, and I mean, I don't even know. I don't know how to go about this, but to just ignore it and move on, you know, because this obviously is just some sad person who has a lot of time on their hands to be doing some dumb shit like this. But yeah, guys, so this concludes my video, my story time. Make sure to follow me on all my social medias, my Facebook, Instagram, my Twitter, which I'm not really active on, will be linked below. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and to make sure to turn on your post notifications, because I plan on being more active on YouTube and more consistent. Bye guys.